I'm just curious whether there are hearings and oversight that we couldn't impose upon ourselves that might be less polarizing than bringing suits and less impactful on the courts.
Yeah, Madam Chair, Representative France, obviously that's a great question. That's the heart of the matter. Sort of, this is a tension between the branches, and is this the best way to solve it? I would say it's not the best way to solve it. The best way to solve it is to try to do effective oversight during the session, during the interim. The reason why I'm bringing the bill is to say the legislative branch has a number of things it can try to do. It can try to deal with this through the appropriations process, can try to deal with this in the interim process. But I'm bringing the bill because if that isn't effective, this seems like a reasonable thing that we would have in the backdrop, not the first play to make because of the fact that there has to be comity between the branches. It's not the first step. The first step would be to do the kind of things that you're talking about. But I reflect back over the last couple of sessions, and I can think about things that I heard about what didn't happen during some of the time before I was a legislator, and this example of Senate Bill 160 is just one of them. I can't sit here. Senator Cobb, I think, stopped serving from that, right about that point, and maybe there just wasn't any sort of continuation of that effort. Like I said, I'm not so sure that we can say the legislative branch bears no responsibility for this. I can't say it's all the executive's fault. But on the other hand, the executive, unlike the legislature, has the responsibility to enforce the law, faithfully execute the law. So you certainly, I think it's fair for us to assume it's their obligation to know what the statutory structure is. And if there's a bill that says you have to do this, I don't think we should wait for the legislature to say, oh, you have to comply.